official regular meeting, Tuesday, February 11th, 2025 at 7 p.m. If we could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Madam Clerk, could you call the roll, please?
Cook,
Here.
Palma.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, finally. Kemp,
Here.
Nicosia,
Here.
Ross.
Here. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
If there's no changes, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda for February 11, 2025.
So there is a new agenda in front of you today, just because I added on the check presentation from Oakland County. Other than that, there's no changes.
As amended?
Yes.
Thank you. Second. Motion by Helmut, seconded by Ross. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any nay? Motion carries. Number 5, presentations, Oakland County Main Street with the grant check presentation.
Check me.
Good evening, thanks for having us this month.
Good evening.
So my name is Eric Phillips, I'm with Main Street Oakland County, and we are once again here to give a small business some money. Well, I don't do it, Teresa does from Genesis, but, so a little bit about the Spirit of Main Street grant. It's a grant that we've been running for about 5 or 6 years now. It's really to help small businesses get launched. I know Blue Ivy, they've done a lot of exterior renovations and things on the, well, completely remodeled, right? So anything we can do it's not a huge amount of money. In this case, it's $1,500. But they have to show receipts that they did some work. It's for reimbursement of work done on the inside and outside, things like that. So the way the process works is they submit receipts to us. We just say, hey, Teresa, does this look good? And Teresa says, that sounds good, and we give her money. So we actually had the money, what, 4 months ago, I think, or something like that. So we're just not giving her the check presentation, but we're always glad to give small businesses money. So I'll let Teresa say a few words about how we pick the winners and then go from there.
Thank you.
Hi.
Evening.
So, yeah, we get applications from all across the county, and what we're looking for is we're looking for businesses exactly like Blue Ivy. What are they doing that shows us that this is gonna be good, not just for them, but it's going to really enhance the downtown? And is what they're doing, does it have a vision, does it have a plan, and is it something that we see that is gonna be some long-term, not just, a lot of times we'll get requests to do, to pay a grant for their marketing. If it's coming to us to pay for their marketing, it's not gonna survive. So something like this where it's the interior, it's the exterior, we're excited to partner, so thank you for that.
No, we were very appreciative. The process was easy. The money came very quickly. And this is our first time moving. And we don't realize how many unexpected expenses come up. Like we moved in June and it was like 100 degrees and the air conditioner didn't work. And we had like enough repairs to do without having that. So like he said, it's not much, but to us it was a ton because it like offset so many things that we didn't expect to. So I just want to thank Genesis and Oakland County.
Yeah. Great.
Thank you.
If I can say one quick thing real quick, we are gonna run this once a year now, Teresa?
Yes.
We're gonna run it once a year, so if there's small businesses out there that need money, the application process is really quick. You can do it on your phone, and we have a small committee, and we select winners pretty quick.
Are there small businesses that don't need money?
Probably yes.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
That's yours.
Thank you.
Big ATM.
Thank you. Yes, good to see you.
Well, thank you, guys. It was good to have some good news on the front of the agenda.
Yes.
I'm sure you have a great meeting.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks. All right, up next is our call to the public. If anyone wishes to speak under public comment, please approach the podium. Okay, seeing no one, we'll move to the consent agenda. Item 7A, receive and file items.
I'll make a motion to receive and file consent agenda items A1 and 2.
Support. Motion by Helmut, seconded by Kemp. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any nay? Motion carries. Okay, I'll entertain a motion for seven B, the approval items, please.
I'll make a motion to approve consent agenda items 7B, 1, 2, and 3, including the bills in the amount of $409,329.22.
Support.
Motion by Helmut, seconded by Nicosia. Roll call vote, please.
Summer,
Yes.
Ross? Yes. Nicosia?
Yes.
Cook?
Yes.
Kemp?
Yes.
Thank you, motion carries. Moving on to item 8, unfinished old business. Mr. Madore, do you want to provide an update on the mass text
Yeah,
program?
real briefly, I've invested $50 into our texting account and doing some tests here and there. I know when we first talked about this with the looming shutdown of the water plant last year, I was looking perhaps for the other program that was gonna be much more costly, but because it came preloaded with many data points of people's contacts. I think we're under the pressure to do that now, so I'm looking at some of the other ones that are just simpler, easier to load, easier to send. You can load it up with $500 and not spend any of it for a month or two before you need something, and it's pretty cost effective. So I just sent those sample tests out to you all, and seems to be pretty simple. I have another one I'm doing a little Teams meeting on later next week, just to see if the features are anything easier. One thing I wanna make sure has, the one I'm looking at next week has a little widget thing we put right on our website. It looks like text.my.gov. So if they're at our website too, they wanna find out it's legit, they can go to there, or it's on our website, and there's another click link to it too. So they understand this is, yes, it's us doing this, not just random phone number, because if you buy, when you buy some of these numbers, it's like a 883 number or something that was sent, sending the text to you all. So I like that feature on the other one too, so not completely sold on one or the other yet. And the other item, put my glasses back on, the update of the fire protection ordinance. We, and Bob Davis and I have pretty much mirrored everything with the township ordinance as close as possible. But that's only like one small section of our fire protection ordinance. There's many other, there's like 5 sections of it and multiple parts of each section. There's some areas I wanna kinda go through, look for old typos and updates, like several parts, or at least one part of our ordinance mentions several times the old Oxford Emergency Services Association, OESA, is listed in the ordinance, so if we're gonna go and update it, we might wanna look at some of those other areas just to update those as well.
Very good.
So we should have that, I think, by next month easily.
Okay.
But I just mentioned the workshop down in C.
Any questions from council? Monday night's the workshop, is it, this Monday night coming
Yes.
up? Okay, yeah.
Right after the DDA meeting, they'll meet in here, then we'll all join together in the
In the
community room.
Okay. All right, we'll move on to new business then, the special event application 2502 for the Easter egg hunt.
Repeat event, everything works well with them, they give us all the information, and they're good to go in our opinion.
I'll make a motion to approve the special event application 2502 Easter egg hunt for Friendly Lutheran Church.
Support.
Okay, motion by Helmut, seconded by Nicosia. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any nay? Okay, motion carries, that's approved. 9B is the asbestos removal bid proposal consideration.
Yep, these are the bids we had out, went through the process, working with Oakland County. Got our bid bonds and stuff you see, one company didn't provide it, but they weren't low bidders, so it didn't matter. We will be setting up, I've already reached out to Oakland County to tentatively set up a pre-construction meeting, which is required by them for this project. And I'd recommend that we award the project to qualified abatement at $7,980.
I'll make a motion for our village manager to move forward with qualified abatement in the amount to not exceed $7,980.
Support.
Okay, motion by Ross, seconded by Helmut. Any discussion? Hearing none, a roll call vote.
Cook?
Yes?
Kemp? Yes. Summer?
Yes.
Nicosia?
Yes.
Ross?
Yes.
Motion carries. 9C is another special event application for another event in Centennial Park.
Yeah, the event is put on by a church, New Wine Ministries. They had actually done this once again last year. It's called the I Am Encounter. And it's only a couple hours, 6 to 8 p.m. In May. It's on a Friday, it's before the concert starts, I believe, so no conflicts there. We recommend approval for that.
Motion to approve special event application 2503, New Wine Ministries event, Centennial Park.
Support.
Okay, motion by Nicosia, seconded by Helmuth, I think I heard. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any nay? Motion carries, that's approved. There's no items removed from the consent agenda, so we're at the second instance of public comment. Seeing no one approaching the podium, I'll move to committee reports. NODA, has there been a meeting?
It is this week Thursday, or next week Thursday, so, the last one I wasn't able to attend, but I think we had a meeting since then anyway.
I attended the last one, on behalf, and they have a lot going on. It's amazing. They've grown, like, doubled in size, in the last year and a half. Drivers, buses, the routes that they picked up. It's a lot going on there.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Planning commission and cable commission, no?
I'd like to apologize for the fact that I haven't seen anyone in several months. I haven't been to any meetings in several months. However, many of them were canceled. Another member of the cable commission was in the hospital. Another member of the cable commission had a baby. Not me. Wasn't me. Although, we'd all be celebrating all my money. I don't think the planning commission has met in several months. The cable commission hasn't met. The last time we met, I believe we approved our budget, and our next meeting is not until March. And
Great.
that's it.
Thank you. Okay, DDA, Jacob?
Yes, I actually have to apologize. I missed the DDA meeting, but I know that Ashley, as well as Kimberly, were both there on the 5th of February. I did show up, but I showed up at the wrong restaurant for the presentation. Would you like to come up and say
I
a few
was so
words?
confused by the 5th of February. I'm like, where did I go?
You were there.
I did show up, yes.
I know, but there was a presentation, correct?
We had our accreditation.
Right.
Yes. So we did not meet in January for the board meeting because we did not have a quorum. There were
Oh, sorry,
several
that's why, that was
people-
my fault.
Yes, there were several people out, so we did not have a quorum, so we did not meet. So I don't really have any updates from that particular meeting, but we did have our accreditation last week and that went very well and we did get accredited. So yay for that. Jessica Dickinson also started. This is her 3rd week. She has jumped in feet first. She's doing fantastic. I'm so impressed with how well she's doing, how interested she is. So very exciting on that as well. Working on finalizing our calendar, which will be approved at the board meeting. Want to get that out for the remainder of the year in regards to events and trainings for businesses. Working on the trolley assessment, and hopefully we'll be making a decision soon about how we're going to proceed with the trolley. And I think that's about it.
I'll have more next time, sorry. I was sick, I forgot about that.
Oh, well, we didn't have the regular meeting, correct?
Yes.
Right.
No, we did, but you just weren't here.
All
Any
right.
questions?
No, thank you.
Thank
Great
you.
job with the meeting.
Oh, thank you.
Great. Pollyanna Trail,
I was out of town that day.
We're doing real bad, sorry.
I was out of town that day and could not attend the last Pollyanna Trail
Saturday
meeting.
or January is not our.
Yep.
Alright.
I was up in the UP that day, so.
Work.
You could go to the UP for a day.
Well, I just left that same day. I worked half a day that Wednesday and left for the weekend, so.
ZBA, I take
They-
it's not met, right?
No, they did not.
Okay. And then, manager clerk staff training reports, so. Mr.
You know, the CD Beach project that you guys approved, the doors for our new doorway entrance out here, are ordered. We anticipate them to be sometime end of March. We're hoping to get it done in this quarter, because the county would like to see us expend those funds in this quarter. So, but it is ordered. And then, a couple months ago, I did talk about, an M-Class, or M-Coles grant, Michigan Council on Law Enforcement Standards, which is a state of Michigan group that handles the, licensing of police officers in the state. We had an applicant we brought on, we told the council, they started the academy, I think, just started a few weeks ago. And, we got notice today that we did get the grant to help cover those costs. So the tuition, the wages and stuff like that, it's just under $16,000 at the MCOs. We've already received the money. So that helps cover virtually all the costs for putting this person individual through the academy.
That's
So,
great.
good news.
Yeah.
We weren't sure because it was like on the cusp where we had already started the process, and sometimes you start, but it came through. Mike was on it and gathered all the stuff and got it to him and said, please.
Great, fantastic. Vicki?
I did put my treasurer report, I was off on Thursday because of the ice. And just, that was the thing I had a Zoom meeting with one of the, it's like an investment group, and they do ratings on banks, and I just did a rating, I looked it up and gave it to you guys. So Oxford Bank does pretty well, it's a B+, so it's not bad. I did talk to Joe Ferrari, and he's gonna let me shadow him when he settles the taxes this year, which I thought was
great.
really nice that he offered it to me. He's gonna let me know when he does that. Other than that, I think that's about it. I did apply to be a passport acceptance facility. We'll see if right? Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be really
Yes.
nice.
Yeah,
So
so
convenient.
hopefully I find out next month. It doesn't cost us anything. They'll put me through the training. We get a little bit of money for accepting them and making sure that they've got their paperwork in order.
Yeah.
So we give the residents someplace to come. Yeah, so, because I know the Oxford, post office doesn't
Right.
do that, so
Lake
yeah.
Orion, I think, is the nearest, and
Yeah.
there's like,
And the clerk's office over there just started doing it, so.
yeah,
They have pretty limited hours at
the post
office, so.
yeah, I've had to take days off of
I
work.
won't do pictures, but I'll do everything else,
Yeah.
hopefully, so, yeah,
Great. Thank you.
no problem.
Alright, council comments?
Okay, let's start with Happy Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy, I wish I missed something.
Valentine's Day is in a couple days.
Yeah, I missed Valentine's Day. Again, I'm sorry I missed so many meetings. Mike, I'm very sorry I missed your father's funeral. He was a great man. We were just talking about golfing with Dave and your dad and Nemo, and you guys are a disaster. But he had a lot of fun. He was a great guy, really missed. And that's it.
Great, thanks, Ashley.
I really appreciated the breakdown with the budget this month. I thought that was super helpful, so.
Oh, the expenses.
Yeah, how
Yes.
everything was,
Kim
outline.
did that for us. It it takes up a few more pages, but it gives you a lot better understanding of where the money's landing, more description and stuff like that.
I hope it wasn't too much more work.
I don't think so.
Okay.
She came back pretty quickly with it once she reached out to PSNA and reconfigure it and.
Good.
I realized I didn't have any questions this month, and I think it was because it was already outlined. One note for the Lone Ranger Fund,
Yeah.
the DDA is going to be working on something that I think will then hopefully be able to do something with those funds, so it won't just be an outlier for too much longer.
Okay.
Other than that, thank you, everyone. This was a good meeting so far.
And then for the Blue Ivy, we would have been out of here 5 minutes ago.
Jacob?
Condolences as well too, and it's good to see you again, Will.
I missed you all.
Allison?
I'll echo the same sentiment.
I'll move to adjourn at 7:19.
Lord.